Alright, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a lovely day, a lovely night wherever you're from. And real quick, before we get started, I want to give a lovely shout out to the channel members on this channel. So thank you so much to these lovely commanders here that you see on screen. Thank you guys so much for choosing to support me even further. Your guys' generosity is insane. You want to support this little content creator even further, and I deeply appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And if you're actually interested in becoming a lovely commander yourself, if you're interested in any of these cute little emotes, loyalty crown badges, you want to support me even further, I deeply appreciate it. So thank you if you choose to do so. However, as always, just remember that's never a requirement for me. Just watching the content, liking, subscribing, talking to you guys is the best support that I could ask for. And without you guys, we wouldn't be getting closer to that 1K milestone. So thank you guys so much. And, you know, as the title of the video suggests, I really wanted to talk about the Viper, you know, voice acting situation, what's going on. I've seen a lot of speculating on, like, Twitter, on Reddit. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. So I kind of wanted to clear the air for a lot of people and just give the rundown of what's going on. And if you're not even sure what the Viper situation is, let me quickly catch you up to speed. So basically, you know, when the patch notes came out for the summer event, we knew that the reruns were coming back, which was really cool. However, we also got some information that kind of came out of left field in regards to the Viper voice acting. We kind of saw that they're changing her voice acting, and it's also changing all her subsequent voice lines, which is kind of crazy. It just, that was out of nowhere. So it raised a lot of questions, but, you know, real quick after talking to Sephi, you know, lovely guy, lovely man. He kind of gave me some tweets to let me know about what's going on, and I really wanted to talk about it even further with you guys, because I know some people had question marks about it, but it's actually kind of simple. And if you guys don't know the voice actress for Viper, she's also the voice actress for Rupee, and she actually sung the lovely vocals for the Overzone OST Satellites. And if you don't know, her name is Amali. I really hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong, but I really did try, I swear. But she's a voice actor, singer, VTuber, you know, lovely, talented woman. She's great. But at the same time recently, now that they're changing the English voice acting, it kind of left some questions up and a lot of people wondering why. And it kind of makes sense because recently she was also venting about being busy, being on like a hiatus and like constantly overbooking by accident and, you know, going through like this vicious cycle. And comparing that with what's going on with the voice acting, it kind of makes sense because remember that she also voices Rupee and she has a song OST in this game, right? So what's pretty much happening is that it kind of makes sense now because remember with the Bunny event, Rupee was also voiced in that event. Pretty big event for that. And then now we have the bigger event coming out, which is Summer, and then now Viper's voice. And it makes sense that she just couldn't have time in between all that to voice both characters, you know, trying to go back to back, right? So, you know, too much on her plate. And it looks like that she's still voice acting Rupee. It looks like there was no bad blood. Doesn't seem like there's any drama. It just looks like she was just overbooked and just, you know, maybe decided to like give the reins to Viper's voice to somebody else. And, you know, in good faith, that's really cool. You know, publicly, it looks like everything was in good faith. It's kind of awesome for Shift Up, honestly, to let, you know, Amali, you know, take her break and also decide to keep voicing Rupee instead of just giving her like this ultimatum of like, you have to voice both no matter what, or you lose both, right? It doesn't seem like anything like that happened. So it's cool that they kind of gave her that option. And also, the reason why I also wanted to talk about this was that Shift Up decided to actually tweet out on Twitter about the costume gacha. And now the costume gacha is not what I really want to talk about, but they also kind of introduced the voice acting for Viper, the new voice actress. So what I really wanted to do is kind of sit down real quick and do some comparisons with you guys just so we can all hear it. I haven't heard it yet. I did pull up the old Nikke Viper dynamic profile and also the new one, so we could get a comparison and kind of go between both, right? And just for, you know, the record, I only listen to the JP voice, so I have no idea how Viper sounds. I have no bias, I have no preference. So I'm just going at this with just giving you guys the information, and you guys can, you know, make your decision. At the end of the day, though, I just want to say, no matter what, be respectful to the voice actors. Voice actresses, no matter what, I think it's really uncool when people go after or attack the new voice actresses because they, you know, their opinion is different about how they sound compared to the old one. Really not cool, and that's not a good look at all. So, you know, just be respectful no matter what. But anyway, I'll put it on screen real quick. And we're gonna first listen to, you know, the old Viper, Amali, and then we're gonna go listen to the new one. And I don't think we see the name for the new one yet. I might be wrong, but we'll see. But let's just get a good idea of how, you know, the OG Viper sounded in the English dub, right? So let's start.
Let me show you something fun.
Let me show you something fun. The voice is deeper than I would think, huh?
Let me show you something fun.
I think it does match her character a lot, though. This, like, seductress type character, like Viper.
Let me show you something fun.
Okay, okay. Alright, and real quick, what I want to do is actually head on over to the costume gacha so we can actually do a voice comparison from the new and the old, right? So give me 1 second. Alright, and we're back with the actual, you know, the new voice. And let's get started and see how it sounds, right?
Wouldn't it just be darling if we took some photos together?
Wow, hold on, wait. I didn't expect it to be so different. Hold on.
Wouldn't it just be darling if we took some photos together?
It's way lighter than Amali's Viper, but they still went for that same seductive tone that Viper has, especially with Amali's. So hold on, let me just one more listen.
Wouldn't it just be darling if we took some photos together?
Okay, and now let's go back real quick and let's go compare with Amali's.
Let me show you something fun.
Yeah, it's way different from her, like, you know, from how deep that voice is. But that tone, that, like, seductive kind of tone that she gave Viper is still there with the new voice actress.
Let me show you something fun.
I think it's solid, but
Wouldn't it just be darling if we took some photos together?
it's different. It's definitely different, but I think it's solid. I think they're doing a good job with it, but they do sound different, right? But I do think it's solid, though. But, you know, like I said, I don't really, you know, play the English one at all. So I really don't have, like, a, you know, complete, like, bias about it or anything. So if you do play English, let me know what your thoughts are on the new voice compared to the old one. But at the same time, you know, you can have an opinion, but please be respectful. No attacking or anything like that. That's really uncalled for, so, you know, just don't do that, please. But actually, that kind of got me thinking. Real quick, I actually want to head on over to the comments and see how it looks, so hold on. And we're back with the comments, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised. I was kind of expecting some garbage here, but it looks like a lot of people are being relatively respectful. And it's like, yeah, I like this new voice actress for Viper. I'll never forget the work that Amali did for Viper. You know, it makes sense. Honestly, Amali voice fit perfectly for Viper, but I still like it, of course. I still think she did a solid job, though. Yeah, like, the new voice actress seems pretty solid. You know, it looks like a lot of people are starting to, like, open up. It's very different, though. I understand. It's very different, but I still think that they're trying their best, especially going for the tone. They are trying their best, but it does sound a little bit different. I do kind of like it, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like the English stuff, but I do like it. I do like it. You know, all respect to all the voice actresses involved, you know. But other than that, I think that's going to be it for me. You know, I just wanted to go over everything, go over the comparisons, and get a good idea of how the new voice actress sounds. Very different, but I do like them. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you can have an opinion on it, of course, but please be respectful about it. Don't go attacking, like, any voice actresses or anything like that. That's just uncool, and it's just not awesome at all. So, you know, be respectful about it, please. But at the same time, you know, let me know your thoughts. I actually want to know, you know, because I don't play English, but I would like to, you know, hear a lot of feedback about it. It'd be interesting. And this is probably going to be my last video before the summer comes up, because I think I'll be sleeping when this uploads, and summer for me starts at 3 p.m. So I have like a bunch of videos planned for it. So I'm personally excited for it, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to, you know, we'll have to see when it comes out. I'm definitely doing that Sakura video first, but I got a lot of videos planned in my head, but I got to get through it one at a time. So for now, I hope you guys have a lovely day, a lovely night, wherever you're from, and thank you guys so much for the constant support. You guys are the best, so thank you.